Here are 6 lies that black conservatives routinely tell other blacks because we do not fact. Number 1, 79% of Planned Parenthood abortion clinics are in black and Hispanic neighborhoods. This lie is demonstrably false. PolitiFact and the Guttmacher Institute both disprove this claim. Information will be provided. Number 2, Planned Parenthood clinics were put in black neighborhoods to control the black population. Let's not be surprised. This is false. On August 14, 2015, NPR News did a fact check of this statement by Ben Carson and found it to be false. Number 3, Margaret Sanger, the founder of Planned Parenthood, was a supporter of the Nazi Party. Don't be surprised if I tell you that this also is false. Once again, in the August 14, 2015 article written by NPR doing fact checks of Planned Parenthood, it showed that Margaret Sanger not only was not a supporter of the Nazi Party, but she was fully invested in the reproductive health of blacks, as shown by her inclusion in the 1939 Negro Project. Number 4. Now here is the biggest lie out of all of this. The federal government kicked black men out of the house to separate black families. Come on, black people. False. The man in the house rule was not a federal statute. However, to have it explained properly, it was a term used to describe policies adopted by some states that denied welfare benefits to families, primarily black families, if a male resided in the household, regardless of whether he was in the role of the father or provider support. Now, funny enough, people don't know that the Social Security Act passed in 1935 by Franklin Delano Roosevelt was primarily for whites only. It wasn't until later that blacks were allowed to be included under the program to allow poor families to have the benefit of assistance from the state. Furthermore, the man in the house rule was formally struck down by the Supreme Court in 1968. Now, even having done that, you still had welfare agencies who, based upon the decentralization of the Social Security Act, still operated in utilizing this particular unofficial statute, more so against single black families, being a mother with children without a father in the house, as opposed to white families, being a single white mother without a father in the house. Number 5, and here's another big one. The Republican and Democratic parties did not switch ideologies in the 1960s. This one right here is a sizable red flag false. The lie that the Republican and Democratic Party did not switch ideologies forms the foundation for which a lot of commentary from the Republican Party exists. In a nutshell, the changing of ideology between the Republican and Democratic parties started with the botched response of the 1927 Great Flood by Herbert Hoover, at the time who was the Secretary of Commerce before he was president in 1929. By losing the support of blacks in this particular incident, blacks first began moving towards the Democratic Party after the election of Herbert Hoover. Information will be provided in the link. In 1964, the Republican candidate for president, Barry Goldwater, voted against civil rights, therefore prompting Martin Luther King to have blacks vote for Lyndon Johnson. Number 6, the Southern strategy was a myth. Oh my gosh, y'all. False. Now, I've explained this aspect more than a few times, but we'll go ahead and do this one more again, as per Britannica. The Southern strategy was, in the political history of the United States, a campaign strategy of the Republican Party, actively pursued from the 1960s, that initially sought to increase and preserve support from white voters in the South by subtly endorsing racial segregation, racial discrimination, and the disenfranchisement of black voters. The strategy has also involved directly promoting conservative views on immigration, taxes, social welfare programs, law enforcement, and states' rights. So it is mind-numbing to hear Candaceowens and a few others make the statement that the Southern strategy was a myth. FYI, the Southern strategy was also utilized in getting Ronald Reagan into the White House in 1980. Look for the Lee Atwater response on the Southern strategy. So I'm going to leave you all with this fun fact. Out of the 6 lies that black conservatives tell other blacks, Candaceowens told 90% of these. Do with that information as you will. Find somebody who knows somebody to tell somebody about what we got going on over here. If you like it, let me know. Share it if you do. And subscribe if this is what you're looking for. Make sure you stay strong with your fact checking, folks. If you need any assistance, you know where I am. John Henry out.